Hiya, welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today we're going to Chicago and 89 WLS. If you don't know anything about WLS, they were a powerhouse top 40 station owned by ABC back in the 70s into the 80s. I mean, this station was huge. Legendary names on the air there, like Yvonne Daniels, Larry Lujak, Tommy Edwards, Bob Surratt. I mean, the list goes on, including the names on today's air check, Steve and Garry. Steve and Garry were, well, they were outrageous. They went out of their way to be outrageous, going back to the days of the disco demolition when Steve Dahl blew up disco records at a ballpark and caused the game to be canceled. Steve and Garry did everything they could to be outrageous but entertaining, and they spent decades on the radio in Chicago. Through their years on the radio in Chicago, Steve and Garry actually spent time on WLS, but they also spent a lot of time on the Loop FM 98. If you've never heard them, check out this air check. And if you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel too, and ring that bell so you will be notified whenever we post anything new. So, all right, this is a treat. Steve and Garry on 89 WLS Chicago.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm getting everything organized here. Hold on.
Is this on?
No, you're not on.
This isn't. No,
now
it
you
is.
are. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything must be in order.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Just kiss me one more time, please.
The same guy
Garry.
that sang Barbara O'Reilly.
Barbara O'Reilly. I thought it was Barbara O'Reilly.
I've heard so many.
Song about his
teenage
barber.
waistline.
Song about me when I was a kid. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Kiss me. This time put your tongue in my mouth, please. Please.
That's disgusting.
We hold each other whenever we hear that. That's
Roger
Daltrey. And Without Your Love. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm still weeping.
It's 2:38, and this is WLS-FM 95. Steve Dahl, Garry Meier.
Day 2.
Day 2. We still have a job. A new record. Oh, yeah! New tote! Oh, yeah! We have been trying to come up with a name for this mess. Two loons in your afternoons, I was thinking.
Two loons in your afternoons? I can see the buttons now.
I don't know. The Community Standards Club.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. And we can just help out the community.
Yeah.
Help raise standards. We'll be like the moral majority of Chicago.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, right. They're advertising in San Francisco now.
Yeah, they've taken a big campaign.
They're trying to talk the gay community into becoming straight again.
$3 million in advertising.
Yeah, big billboards. Don't be gay. Oh, hey, I never thought about that. I mean, if I just thought about it, what a ridiculous undertaking. I've got an idea, Jerry. What we do, we spend $3 million, and we get all the gay people in San Francisco to go back to being straight. How do you do that? I'd love to see some of those billboards.
Is it just billboards, or?
I think they have TV spots and radio ads and everything.
Jerry, what's going on, man?
Did you see Rita Jen Red on the Tomorrow Show last night?
I did see her, yeah.
Did you see Tom Snyder trying to hit up on her?
I got that impression.
Oh, he was going out of his mind. Well, there you are. You're in the magazine. You got your clothes off, and I know a lot of guys have got to be thinking, golly, if you'll take your magazine, I actually made that mistake myself. I was meant to say if you take your clothes off, but he did stutter and make a lot of mistakes. He was so nervous. Golly, if you take your clothes off for a magazine, which is what I meant to say a second ago. Golly, then guys have got to be thinking, what are you going to do on a date? And obviously he's sitting there fantasizing about it, right?
It was awkward.
Yeah, they taped that. I was on the Tomorrow Show, as you might recall.
Gee.
And I don't want to say I'm a big star, but
did he ask you out too?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They tape it at 5:30, and so by the time we were watching it last night, I would assume they were already in the rack. Imagine that.
No.
Just imagine. Actually, I kind of ended up liking Rita by the end of the segment.
Well, I think, like I said yesterday, she's the Margaret Trudeau of the United States. She's our Margaret Trudeau.
Yeah, but we don't see, ours don't last as long. I mean, we've had Elizabeth Ray, you know. Of course, she wasn't really, I mean, she was involved with a government person, but not married to him. I don't know. I kind of liked her.
She's going to be in town tomorrow, so we should try to say hello.
Yeah, I was going to try to fix you up. She's got a press conference, right? Where?
I think at the Playboy Club.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'll fix you up.
Hey, Rita.
Because I'll tell you something, Gary. I mean, if she takes her clothes off for a magazine, just imagine what she's going to do for you. He's so weird. He doesn't. It's like he said to her, "I gotta ask you. You're a gal that was on here not too long ago. You sang 'You Are the Sunshine of My Life' and you dedicated it to your husband. And you talked about guys trying to get in the shower with you and stuff, and you told them heck no. And then you take off your clothes for a magazine. Now, how could you do that if you won't let guys in the shower with you? Now, what does that have to do with anything?"
It was a real rambling interview.
I know. He's just sitting there, you know, fantasizing away on TV. Doesn't even care. Trying to figure out how to ask her out. Good. Okay. All right, 2:42. We're going to take care of some business, and we'll be back, I hope. Did we say anything that could get us fired in that
No, I don't think
segment?
so. No. You're just repeating what Tom said last night, that's all.
Yeah, and the moral majority thing. I would like to get some info on how that campaign is going, number one. And number two, what sort of, what's their slogan? You know what I'm saying?
Sure, it's a good one. You know, Jerry.
You know, give a hoot, don't pollute, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, what are they saying? I don't know. It's got to be, it's probably a major source of material for Bay Area comedians, I would think. All right, WLS-FM, 243 with Steve Garry, back in just a couple of seconds. WLS-FM 95, where you, I'm nervous today.
I feel fine.
Yeah, what's the deal?
We thought this would happen. You were on some kind of numb power yesterday.
Yeah, there was so much happening here yesterday.
I saw you on television last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Those Hawaiian shirts.
How did I look?
For color television, you're perfect.
WLS FM 95, where you can win a chance to take your entire school to the Styx concert.
Get on the bus! I don't want to! Get in!
Just imagine your principal passing a joint to you. Listen for details with Brent Miller tonight after 7. Yeah, I'm nervous today. Not real nervous, but uptight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uptight. Because there's nothing... Ooh, excuse me.
Talking to Spud again, huh?
Yeah, a little secret message for the dog. Okay, because she listens to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. Nothing's happening. I mean, it's real quiet here today. George is just sitting there, you know. He's got makeup on in case any more TV cameras come by today.
Three-piece suit.
Yeah. So, anyway, I mean, I'm cool, but just I'm a little uptight today. Okay. I mean, you know, I did the take off your magazine, you know, and I got that wrong and everything, and I'm just uptight, man. Could you rub my back?
Again?
Come on, we'll play the Roger Daltrey again. You can rub my back. 246.
FM 95.
Good afternoon.
If you had to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, you're 46 minutes late.
And thanks for thinking about giving us a lift later when you go home. Here's the cars.
WLS FM 95. Steve Dahl and Garry Meier. Tuesday. Doing the cruise. Steve Dahl, Teenage Radiation and Inflation on WLS FM 95. I'm Garry Meier. And Steve, you made letters to the editor once again in the Sun-Times. You didn't see this, did you?
No.
I didn't think so.
I saw photo opinion.
Yeah, that's...
Photo opinion.
About you also. It says, claim to fame. That's the little title. I understand Steve Dahl has reached the status of Chicago legend. Legend like Al Capone, The Great Fire, and Mayor Byrne. Signed, Julie. So how does that make you feel? What do you want? You got Al Capone, you got The Great Fire, you got Mayor Byrne. Those are your categories.
I've always tried to be like Mayor Byrne. That's why I wear the same dress sometimes for a week in a row. It's 3:20. We'll be right back.
Maybe you can be one of us, the few, the proud, the Marines.
Sponsored by the U.S. Marines.
WLS.
I learned about that from a prostitute in New Orleans once.
FM
the
95.
Marines. Well, delayed entry. Yeah.
Featuring an hour-long concert from the Allman Brothers, recorded live in Miami already this Sunday night at 10.
Already.
I think Myron Cohen introduces them.
It's already. I'm going to have to help you.
How is it?
Miami already.
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 No. It takes a while to get your down. Already. I would be remiss, Myron Cohen introducing the Allman Brothers. I would be remiss if I did not introduce to you the fine band of men from the South, several of whom have died in motorcycle accidents because they took large quantities of drugs. Please welcome, if you will,
Doing one of my favorites, tie me to the whipping post already.
already. Your health is very important. I love these public service announcements. It is. The Chicago Department of Health offers free testing and follow-up treatment for venereal disease. Also, it's no fun to have it hurt when you go to the bathroom, so take care of it, okay? 23 minutes after 3 o'clock, we have some people on the phone that want to chit-chat.
Let's go to line 750, Steve.
Hello, line 750, you're on the air.
We have to switch this over?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, how's it going there?
Pretty good. What were you ragging on me about?
No, I wasn't ragging.
You were ragging. You were ragging.
No, man, we don't rag here, man. We don't rag.
Yeah.
No, the thing was, see, like I was saying, I wanted to know who was in charge of programming there, you know?
And I said, why?
Why?
What did we do already?
Already. Well, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. When I was in 8th grade, Dennis DeYoung was my music teacher.
What school was that? I know he was a teacher before he got into music.
School.
Which one?
Steve Garry?
Which school?
Yeah, I've got a friend that knows your sister.
Oh,
Heard
come
that
back.
before.
Come back. We met a guy in the elevator on the way here that knew your sister.
Yeah,
Everybody knows your
That's
sister.
enough.
She's like one of those big boxes of Cracker Jack, the pass-around pack.
Anyway,
Wait.
What?
Come on, let me be in charge of my own show.
I'll let you be in charge.
Just for the first week.
All right.
What school?
Spalding Elementary School.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was junior high, actually.
Yeah. What town was that?
I guess it was right by this old nursing home. He made us go over there to the bowling home where they got all these old people.
Wait a minute.
He made us go over there.
Wait. Hey! What town was the school in?
It's right next to Midlothian. I don't know what they'd call it. Poston, I guess. Midlothian, probably.
So he used to make you go to a nursing home?
Yeah, he used to make us go to a nursing home and sing to all these old people. You know, if they have no teeth, they reach out and try to grab you and stuff.
What'd you sing?
Light up,
everybody, join us in.
He had a show at the grade school, and all the parents freaked out because he brought his band there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he used to be TW4, but they went bankrupt and changed their name.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I've done that before. So you say we play too much?
Yeah, well, it seems like every time, man. Denny's all right, and I'm insanely jealous that he owns restaurants and everything. But
He owns restaurants?
yeah.
Denny's, yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. Well, I don't know.
He used to mispronounce my name. Well, on purpose.
So he just has a personal thing with you, man. Get
Yeah.
out of here. Hello, you're on the air. Line 7,642.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Gary.
Hi, how are you?
Let me introduce myself. This is Harold Haney from Green Acres. And seeing that you don't have a name for your show, and seeing that I'm on the unemployment list, I was thinking maybe we could leave out my name and call it the Harold Haney Evening Hour.
That's pretty good. I watch that every day now. Green
that's
Acres.
What time is that
I'm
on?
not getting a hold of you
10:30.
before, but
10:30. It's on at 10:30 now. On channel 32.
yeah.
We can do Green Acres summaries. We have a TV guide there if you'd like.
Yeah, one of the cast members of that show writes for the Tribune now.
Oh yeah, Ron Ulrich.
Ebb. Yeah, Ebb.
Ebb.
Mm-hmm. We just call him Ebb now. He gets if you read in the paper today, he gets too much satisfaction out of us using his name. So we'll just call him Ebb. Everybody now knows that Ebb is Ron Ulrich. It's not Aldridge.
You could tell how everyone's been leaving Hooterville.
Ever since they put in that nuclear plant. Get out of here. All right, it's 27 minutes after 3 o'clock.
FM 95.
Oh, We are the priests. And then I hit the thing, and he got
funny.
mad.
That guy was about 8 feet tall.
That'll get out of tune, man.
Big giant guy.
It'll get out of tune. Yeah, that's right. It'll get out of tune.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's go to line 626.
Line 626, you're on the air. Hello.
Steve, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Okay, good to have you back.
Always a pleasure to be back.
Well, it's good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Hey, that's super.
Super.
I was wondering if you caught a couple of things in today's Cups column.
Excuse me, sir, but you're not enunciating too well.
I was wondering if you caught a couple of things today in Cups column.
I caught venereal disease from Cup's column today. Thank you, sir. Yes. And herpes simplex 2. Yes, hello, you're on the air.
The sequel.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Are you going to put
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the bedroom. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve?
Yeah.
I'd like to know, are you going to...
This is my
tattoo.
This is my fetus.
I hope you do it at Wrigley Field.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
There's a kid who takes all our jokes seriously.
You think his soft spot is filled in yet?
No, didn't we mention we were going to blow up all the mechanical bulls or something?
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, yeah. Okay. Hello.
You're on the
You're
air.
on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Wonderful.
Listen, you hung up on me a little while ago. This guy called in a little while ago on the Beverly Hillbillies.
You were the guy that called in?
Yeah, I DJ'd your prom last spring. Yeah, I waited 2.5
Oh,
months.
at
Anyway,
Studio One.
want me to fill you in on that, or what happened today? I was talking
rejection
about
prom.
the Italian maid they had.
Well, no, you were just telling me which Beverly Hillbillies was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They
one
had me
where...
at home for 4 hours.
I did?
But anyway, it was really good. Talking about community standards, they were sitting around that fancy eating table, so-called the pool table.
It was the one where they debuted the fancy eating table concept
Right.
and the handy pot passers.
Right.
The Q.
And Granny was on
Some
the
of that
house
Diet
for a
Pop is
little
still
while,
in my
all
mouth.
right?
Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute.
All right.
I'm chit-chatting with the audience right now. I know you're a DJ. You spin the records out at Studio One, but
Hey.
that doesn't exactly qualify you to step all over me. Okay. Yeah, they sit down at the pool table. And don't they keep napkins or something in the pockets? What do they use the pockets for? Something. And then they use the cues as handy pot passers. Yeah. That's a good one. And the French maid that, the Italian maid that Jethro's in love with. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, well, see what happened was...
Well, we don't really, you know.
How many neighbors going
Okay,
like
fine.
that?
Steve, I'm a Beverly
Steve, I'm
Hillbillies
working-
aficionado, and I want to talk to you for a few
Steve,
minutes.
I'm working on getting a new job is what I'm doing, and I thought maybe I could use your show as a springboard. We can't even use our show as a springboard.
Whoa!
Hello, you're on the air. Obviously, or we wouldn't still be here. Hello.
Yeah, how's it going, Steve?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Nice to hear you, see you back, man. That's cool.
Thank you. You can actually see us now, sir?
Oh, with ease.
Uh-huh.
I can see everything.
Tim Leary. Thanks for calling. Dr. Tim Leary checking in with us.
You're
this
on the
afternoon.
air.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Gary.
Hi, how are you?
How quickly they almost forget.
I wanted to comment on the Grammys. I thought they was horrible.
Hey.
Hey, they were. They always are.
Is it Christopher Cross? That was horrible.
I say let's call him Chris Cross.
Yeah, that's his album, isn't it?
It's Christopher. He calls himself Christopher because, you know, crisscross, you know.
Yeah, it's really drag.
Well, he's okay.
horrible.
He's okay, but he's not better than Pink Floyd. You know?
Pink Floyd is great.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. He's a fabulous, and I just don't understand.
Did you say he's fabulous?
He is. He's almost as good as Marshall Tucker.
Or Steely Dan.
Or Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Or Sam Tanna. Or Clarence Clearwater.
Or Ned Zeppelin.
Or Ned Zeppelin.
Yeah. Are you going to be playing any more of your own records?
Yes, we'll play Inflation here in just a couple of minutes.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks
Thank
for
you.
calling. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello.
You're on the air.
Cool Club Patrol.
Could you play some more Oreo?
Sure.
Some more Oreo?
Oreo.
Oh.
Oreo.
I thought you wanted to hear some Charlie Pride. Okay. Thank you. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Steve.
It's my manager. Get out of here. 5:46, we'll be right back.
The nation's
Public service announcement.
PH degree.
Yeah.
PSA, public service announcement. Where is it? Donde está? Aquí está. Sign up now for more than 60 continuing education classes now being offered by Loyola University. Registration ends March 13th. 548.
FM 95.
Afternoon
DJs.
is AC/DC.
WLS FM 95.
I bet Barry Manilow's bummed out.
Why?
I know he was trying for Best Comedy Record of the Year last night.
I made it through the rain.
You know, Chris Cross probably made $10 million last night.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, just, in terms of his career. I mean, that's quite a shot in the arm, you know. And I'm sure the record's selling like hotcakes today and la-di-da. What was that for?
I was taking the shot in the arm pun, knowing the music industry, as I do.
Yeah, right. So anyway, I mean, we laugh, but if you watched that show last night, you saw a man make millions of dollars right before your very eyes. 556.
When I first heard his, what was the first record he had out? Ride with the Wind?
Ride with the Wind.
I thought...
Or Ride Like the Wind.
Whatever. He must look just like Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
You got to figure that, right?
Yeah, because he hangs out with... Well, that's because of the Michael McDonald thing, you know, and Loggins and McDonald hang out, you know, and you figure just another stud with a beard, you know, but...
Then we find out
not true.
I look better than Christopher Cross.
We found out after the Grammys that he's actually Pugsley from the Addams Family.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. Here's Maggie Brock at 5:57 with some news.
Yes,
and a correction.
The news is a correction. We were talking about Don Henley. Right. Yeah. Don Henley, who got a fine of $2,500 and 2 years probation for his pleading no contest to a charge of giving drugs to a 16-year-old girl found naked in his home last fall.
Oh.
Well, you asked me.
No contest, man, you know.
No low contender, eh? Anyway, you asked me, did he get his opportunity to be in that drug education program? And I said, no. I didn't know.
I thought that they made him do it, but he wanted to.
Right. Well, the reason he wanted to is because if he passes this drug education program, he gets 3 more drug possession charges dismissed.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be admitted to that program, and he was admitted to that program.
Right, yeah.
And the other saving grace thing that I learned studying this, because God knows I don't want to lead you down the garden path on this story, is that he, this girl, he
a woman now.
He was the one who called the police, because this girl was having trouble, and he did call the police.
He had 2 of them over there. One of them was a prostitute, I think.
Well, I don't have those facts.
I do. I've followed the story because it appeals to me.
But he did call the police himself.
Yeah, because one of them was getting... But, see, he wasn't smart. He was too blasted or something, and he forgot to hide everything when they came. So, you know, I mean, they found...
he knew she was in trouble, and he at least had the decency to call somebody.
Yeah, and then the paramedics... Well, actually, the paramedics came in, and they called the police because they saw 21 grams of cocaine, 5 ounces of marijuana, and 16 Quaaludes just lying about
and
on
little
the coffee
girl.
table. Yeah,
naked.
2 of them.
Yeah. Okay, at least one. Possibly
Those guys know how to
2.
have fun, don't they?
Okay, the news.
Take it easy.
The news is brought to you by Dominic.
Take it to the limit.
Finer food stores.
So, but can I just say?
Sure.
There were a bunch of drug charges
yes.
placed on him because of that. So
3 drug possession charges.
So I guess if he takes the class, they're all wiped out.
That's right. So that's why he wanted it, and he does have the opportunity to do that now. Okay. Dan Rather lets the cabbie off the hook after this. As he's dropping his criminal charges against the cabbie that took him on a wild ride through the streets of Chicago. If you remember the story, Dan said the cabbie tried to kidnap him. Cabbie said Dan Rather tried to stiff him. Dan says he's just too busy to take the thing any further, and he is. March 9th, he starts his new job trying to fill Walter Cronkite's shoes. Ha ha. More money troubles.
I think the whips would be fine.
No, what can we use for him? Do you have a theme song? The American Gigolo thing. And no, wait a minute. Now, wait just a minute. No, wait, I've never charged for it.
I was thinking Zorba the Greek. I don't know.
Is he Greek?
Sounds Greek to me.
Whatever.
Nicholas?
Are you Greek? Hey, wait a minute. Can I pick my own theme music? Sure. All right, I'll have that for you next time I'm here. All right? Is that cool with you? All right.
So, can you answer some questions?
So the voice okay? You like the voice?
Yeah, I like the voice.
Okay.
You want to go to those phones?
Certainly.
Okay, Nick.
All right, Nick. Here we go.
Line 47.
You're on the air with Nick.
Hello?
Hello. It's Nick. How you doing,
You have a
baby?
question for Nick?
What can I do for you? What do you want to know about chicks?
Some kind of dating problem.
I have this problem, Nick. I have this terrible problem.
Eat more fish.
Yeah.
Hello. You're with Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
Hey, a chick. How you doing, baby?
A
It's
chick
Nick.
talking to Nick.
Hello.
I'm always a little insecure about the voice at first, but it sounds good.
It's whatever you wanted at this point. You're molding it right now.
Yeah, right.
You're shaping it.
Yeah. Hey, I want to make it a little bit more dramatic. Hey, how you doing, baby? It's Nick.
Hey, Nick.
You got
Yeah,
a dating
I like it
problem?
like that. A little bit more dramatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got a problem, Nick. I need help.
Yeah,
Tell Nick.
baby.
Tell Nick. He'll help you.
Ciao, baby. Yeah.
Okay, today, Nick, I broke my ankle. I am in
In a
seventh
love, let me
grade.
ask you, honey.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm doing my smile right now for you.
Okay.
You know, you like it? You
Oh,
like
I
the
love it.
smile?
I can see it right through the phone.
All right. Yeah, I like the voice. Just a little bit more dramatic like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
tell you something, sweetheart. Did you break it during a lovemaking session of some type or what?
I broke it on my way to the door to let my husband in for a lovemaking session,
For a lovemaking thing.
but now I can't do it. I can't do anything. It
Sure you
hurts
can.
so bad, I just lay
Let me
there.
tell you something. You come to my place, Water Tower Plaza. I got a condo. I put on the fog machine. You relax a little bit in my bathroom. Bring your...
You're with Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, we can't say that anymore. We can't say that. Can we?
No.
No.
But Nick,
Huh?
people are going to ask that now because of your image.
Not big enough?
You've got
It's big enough.
You've got the limo is big enough then. Okay.
Both of them, same. They're like 40-footers.
Yeah.
You know, I get like a 40-foot champagne and the 40-foot other kind.
It is big enough then. Okay.
It is. All right. Well, should we take a couple more calls?
Yeah, before Nick has to run.
Hello, it's Nick. How you doing?
How you doing, man? I'm bummed out.
Okay.
And, my lady just gave me the shaft about a week and a half ago.
So,
And I
like,
can't
are you
find
telling
any
me
women's, man? I don't know what to do.
chicks? The first thing, they're chicks. That's why you can't find any.
Well, yeah, but you know, you go and you leave this wrap and you buy them all.
Wait, hold on a second. I got a question for you. Is the delay machine back to full strength yet? It is? Oh, okay. Very insecure. Yeah, let me tell you something. All right? You listen to Nick. All right? You there? Man, the dude killed himself.
And you
already.
gave him the shaft, too.
I was going to ask him if, like, her parents were wealthy and they owned a mine somewhere. A coal miner's daughter.
That's right.
Coal mine owner's daughter. Hello, it's Nick. How you doing, baby?
Yeah, right. This is the guy.
I don't care. You're still a baby to me.
Yeah, I got a problem to ask Nick.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, I met this really dynamite chick, you know?
Chick. Call her a chick.
Yeah.
That's what they like.
Okay, and
They like no respect.
I took her out last night.
Yeah.
And I ran into some problems with her old boyfriend.
Yeah?
You know, and I like her, and this guy's in love with her. You know, I want to
Let
know
me
what
tell
I
you
should
something.
do.
Get a fog machine for your bathroom. Your troubles are over, okay?
right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call.
Nicky
I gotta run. I
knows.
gotta
Nicky
go home
knows.
and
Thank
get
you,
some.
Nick.
I gotta go stuff some flounder.
Yeah, do that.
I'm out of here.
Thank you, Nick. See you later.
Yeah. What a Superman. Is the voice good? You like the voice?
Yeah.
Okay. When we do the character thing, should I not talk ever? That might be better. I'll just switch into the character and then you talk to me.
All right.
Because, you know, I get real confused. Thank you, baby. Love it.
Yes.
All right. Let's play those commercials we have. Do you have those handy? Might as well get those out of the way. And thanks to Nick for stepping. We
Yeah,
better not say any last names or anything either. Because we're only doing it. We like the guy. I mean, we really do like the guy. We think he's funny. But we better just say Nick.
Nicky.
Nick squared.
Nick squared.
Otherwise, we could have some legal problems, which I can't afford right now.
Actually, you've been following him on all the
I
talk
love
shows,
him.
and he's a great guy.
What a stud.
Just a forward. Hey, I'm
What a stud.
cool. You're not. Steve,
Let
you're
me
not.
tell you something, baby. You get a fog machine in your bathroom, your troubles are over. I'll be honest with you.
The Tribune had a layout of his whole place a couple weeks ago.
I know. I saw layout's very appropriate, too, considering what's gone on in there. So anyway, I'll just, for now, when we do the characters, I'll just be the character and not me ever.
All right.
But I like the voice there. I like it. You know what I mean, baby? All right, 622 WLS-FM 95, back in a flash.
WLS-FM 95 welcomes UFO to the amphitheater on March 13th.
Okay, 625, we've got inflation coming up here in just a couple of seconds.
FM 95.
WLS-FM 95.
Okay, now tell me.
What?
Tell me. We're going to play inflation here in just a second. But now tell me.
Tell you.
Joe is here now. Joe.
Oh, yeah. Joe, the engineer, is... I don't know.
What's your last? Kuhn, right? Not the other Joe that we had...
Earlier. There's two Joes throughout our show.
Joe number 2.
Joe number 2.
Now you're going to tell me something about him?
Yeah.
Is this embarrassing?
Joe, we're so proud to work with you because I heard this afternoon. You were an engineer for the original Don McNeil Breakfast Club.
You were?
The original one.
Wow. That's
so Joe's
cool.
got some pretty good stories, I'll bet, about Donnie. Huh? You guys partied, didn't you? Huh? Yeah.
Like banshees.
Ooh.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I mean, remember we did the Breakfast Club from the Allerton, that little booth?
Yeah, we did our show from the Allerton. Is that where the booth is where you were?
They built that booth. Wow. I mean, they were telling me about how they built that booth over there.
Wow, that's pretty cool. When was that? When did you start doing that?
63 till the show closed in 68.
Wow. And when did he start the show? Back in the 40s, 30s or 40s? Yeah. Wow. That's pretty amazing.
So much history on the other side of the glass.
There's somebody here that actually was around for the first show. Isn't there?
Is there?
It's a skeleton. One of our skeletons in the closet, so to speak. Okay, well, let's do inflation. It's 629 WLS FM 95 with me and Teenage and Inflation. President Reagan, nice to meet you, sir. Hey, super smell you're wearing. What is that, Old Spice? High Karate. Oh, it's super. Hey, listen, love your movies. Can I be honest with you? I wept openly at the end of Bonzo Goes to College. Hey, you're doing a great job with inflation, too. I'm serious. I mean, what, you spent $11 million on your inauguration? You've already deregulated the price of oil? Hey, keep up the good work, man. I mean, really, you're super. Man, you know it's everywhere. Something ain't right. It's mucho ridiculous. Talking about inflation. Checking out the prime rate. Mortgage payments always late. Heating bills are out of sight. Money's getting really tight. You're working hard to get your pay. Inflation. You're giving it all away. Inflation. Everything is costing more. Inflation. They're raping you at the grocery store. Inflation. Carter tried. You know he could change it. Reagan says he'll try and rearrange it. Why the heck won't somebody just tell the truth? Inflation. New York, Chicago, inflation. Detroit, El Paso, inflation. Milwaukee and LA, inflation. Dealing with inflation. Inflation. 8 hours really busting ass. Inflation. Barely buys a tank of gas. Inflation. The price gives me diarrhea. Inflation. OPEC's got us by the sack of Joea. It's the worst. It's really getting so bad. My bank statement always makes me so mad. I write checks. Dr. Chapstick could play basketball with. What's the point? Nothing seems to matter. I'm flat broke. The fat cat's just getting fatter. Hey, El Presidente, but a couple of things aren't making sense right now. Your nickname is Dutch, and the next 4 years aren't going to be no treat. And your old lady's nickname is Pinky, but she's real pale. Who gave her that nickname? Larry Flint? Oh, she used to wear pink underwear in the 6th grade. I see. That's the way the story goes. I gotta tell you, people, inflation, it really blows. I'm hoping the economy slows sometime in this century. Meanwhile, all I do is say inflation and twiddle my thumbs like a stupid twitch. Inflation's just a bunch of inflation garbage. Inflation. Inflation. Carter tried, you know he couldn't change it. Reagan says he'll try and rearrange it. Why the heck won't somebody just tell the truth? Inflation. Okay, now listen, no, don't start ragging on me, man, okay? I'm not coming down on you or your old lady. No, I don't have any preconceived notions about what you're going to do. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, okay, even though you did host Death Valley Days. And I think personally you could turn this place into a Death Valley rather quickly. I'm not gonna prejudge. Do your thing and you'll be king, Ron. You know that, okay? Okay. But let me just say this, the Ayatollah doesn't pay $1 a loaf for bread. I mean, times are tough, you know? I mean, I need a new car. My wife is pregnant. I suppose I could do like that couple in New Jersey and trade my kid in on a Corvette, but I kind of wanted a 4-door. I'll tell you what, I saw your daughter Patty on 60 Minutes with Mike Wallace. She is super good on the guitar, man. I mean, what an excellent job, you know? I'll tell you what. Why don't you have her donate all the profits from her upcoming record sales? Like, to the country, you know, because she's so good, I'm sure that she's going to make a lot of money. Isn't she going to be on an episode of Chips real soon, too? Maybe she and Eric Estrada could get together and do a big fundraiser for all of us or something, huh? I mean, I know you'll take care of it, you know? Bonzo goes to the poorhouse. Give me a break, man. Or how about your ballet dancer son, Ronnie Jr.? Maybe he could put on the Nutcracker suite for us or something, you know?
Steve Dahl, Teenage Radiation and Inflation.
And you.
I'm not on this one, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I never made it to the
studio
for the background vocals. That's the only one I missed.
Well, you can just say you're on.
Okay.
And
I'm on that one.
We got to put that on tape again, on the tape cartridge again, because the beginning sounds funny. I noticed that yesterday. It kind of sounds kind of muffled. Hey, it's my masterpiece. Mm-hmm. Okay, 636, correction.
Correction.
Jimette.
Break it in easy to me, buddy.
Break it to me easy, you mean? Yeah. You were thinking about last night in the saddle. That new riding saddle I bought you.
Yeah.
And I told you to break that in easy. Because you'll get boils. Then you'll have to lance them. And you know how Lance hates to come over. He lives so far away. Okay. Jimette returns to La Margarita in Bolingbrook Tuesday and will be entertaining there nightly through April 5th. He does a different show each night with nostalgia featured every Sunday and Thursday and Tuesday. He's an Elvis impersonator.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah. And I love to hate bad Elvis impersonators, and this guy is the best bad Elvis impersonator I know.
I've never seen him in concert.
And seeing him in a Mexican restaurant in Bolingbrook, it's just the perfect setting. When I lived out there, I went there all the time. And he's, you know, I mean, he does them all. He comes out to 2001, and he throws, like, real cheap scarves into the audience and stuff. Or scarves. Scarves or scarfs?
I think it's scarves.
Into the audience. And he's great. I mean, you know, he was bad, but he's great. He walks around after the show in a windbreaker that says Jimette, and he acts like he thinks he's Elvis and stuff. And women come up to him, you know, like truck drivers' wives come up to him with their hair, you know, piled up high and a look in their eye that would turn any good man's heart to stone. And they chat with him, and he talks like Elvis, like you very much, like just at the table. He's great. So, but and we'll go see him next week, and then we'll talk more about him. But if you're a fan. If you're a big fan of Jimette, you're gonna have to wait till Tuesday like the rest of us. We thought he was there tonight.
Got all excited for no reason.
Yeah, I really was looking forward to going. So whatever, you know, a little guacamole and a little bad Elvis. I mean, you know, what could be better?
Evening.
Yeah, it's the perfect evening. 6:38. Back in a flash.
Built in tune with the 80s. It's from K-Tel.
Just realized something. The other day I read the tag for this and I read, it's from K-Tel. But that just tells us what the end of the commercial is so we know when to come in. So I apologize. If Kay is listening. Available at Osco. So I'm bored with the whole Rita Jenrette thing.
Oh, I had another story, too. Rita Bear's story on hostages.
Okay. I'm not bored with the hostages.
Well, you can tie Rita and the hostages together.
And besides that, you know, we manage the hostages, so we have to be, you know, concerned when she starts dragging them into her sexual socio-political quagmire.
Used to be your radio name, didn't it?
Not bad for a ninth grade dropout, huh? Rita Jenrette says her estranged husband, and I heard him on the Donahue show yesterday, and he sounds pretty strange. Former Rep. John Jenrette plotted with an accused gun runner to get former Ugandan dictator Idi Amin to help free the American hostages in Iran. Good idea, John. He's sauced in some Washington bar one night. I got an idea. Mrs. Jenrette, who has become a show-and-tell Capitol Hill sex symbol since leaving her husband, says the two men contacted the receptive Amin, but the far-fetched plan later collapsed. Mrs. Jenrette held a news conference Tuesday to promote the current issue of Playboy magazine, which contains nude pictures of her along with her story about Washington life as a congressional wife. In the article, punctuated with provocative photographs of the former beauty queen, she unveils a story of how her husband, who was convicted in the FBI's abscam operation, sought Amin's aid. She said Jenrette, a South Carolina Democrat, met last summer with Frank Turple, who dropped from sight while awaiting trial in New York in a case involving the alleged sale of machine guns to undercover agents. Mrs. Jenrette said the two plotted to ask Amin to intercede with Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini to secure the freedom of the American hostages in Iran. Well, where is Idi Amin? Nobody knows, do they?
He's,
The gun runner must know. Maybe Edie's putting together an army or something. It'll be nice to have him back in the news again.
Yeah.
I know Nick's dating Rita, and she's probably right now. What does the F stand for? Fog. Oh, okay. But I'm bored with her already. You know?
Doesn't take long.
You know why? Because she doesn't, you know, I mean, I got nothing against people, you know, taking advantage of the situation, you know, because I've certainly done that myself. But, you know, she tries to make it... Let me see if I can think of a good way to put this. Well, she's like on, you know, like she's on Donahue yesterday. And she's on Donahue, and she's saying, well, I don't know if I would do the picture thing now, but at the time, you know, she tries to make it too logical. She should just get on there and be a tramp. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do an Elizabeth Ray thing. Take it for all it's worth. Ride it. But don't get on there and, you know, try and justify everything. Because, you know, if you found $25,000 in your husband's brown suede shoe, you'd take off your clothes for Playboy, too. You know, give me a break. Just ride it. Ride the tiger, you know? Have some fun. 645.
FM 95.
A-C... D.C. We'll play Inquirer Roulette when we get back, okay?